Well, welcome. Hope you're having a great day. Great to be practicing with you today. Let's get started. When you're ready, we start as we always do. By simply lying back, closing your eyes, and breathing. Taking our time to settle in. Taking our time to make that transition. Practice that transition. So as we start the class, you become conscious to yourself starting the class. You become aware of the sense of the body as it lies back against the floor. That sense of stillness as you soften around the edges, letting the floor support you. You become aware of the breath, feeling it as it moves in and moves out. You notice the mind when it's wandered off, planning the future, reliving the past. And you simply bring it back. Bring it back to that awareness of the body resting in stillness. The sensation of the breath moving in and moving out. Taking the time to be right here, right now. You continue to take the time, settling in, directing the mind into the practice. Just a few more breaths, just a few more moments of the day. Then your next inhale is a nice deep full inhale. You feel the belly fill, the chest, and as you're ready to release the breath, drawing your knees in. You wrap your arms around your shins, hugging your thighs tight, and you gently rock from side to side. You can sense a movement, a shifting of the body. Then back to center, hands behind the knees as you rock from the tailbone to the shoulder blades. Nice long line. Nice smooth rhythm back and forth. And the next inhale draws you up to sitting. You sit tall. The back of the neck is long, the eyes remain closed. You take a moment. Then inhale as you rise up. Tadasana. You find your balance. The feet are firm, shoulders back. The eyes are closed. Then palms together at your heart. And on inhale, you take the arms up, lengthen. And exhale, you fold forward over your legs. You get the hands to the floor, bending the knees if you need to, and inhale as that right foot steps back, low lunge. Left foot back, plank pose, top of push-up. And exhale, lowering towards the floor. Inhale, forward, broadening the collarbone. And exhale, pressing the hips back and up, down, up. You take any movement you like. Waken the body up. Stretching out. Then inhale, right foot steps forward, low lunge. Left foot forward, folding over your legs. And inhale as you rise, reaching for the ceiling. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, left leg back. Right leg back. Exhale as you lower. Inhale into your back bend. Exhale to down dog. Nice and conscious of the movement. Feeling it, being aware of it. Inhale, the left foot steps forward, low lunge. Exhale, the right foot forward, folding over your legs. Inhale, rising, reaching for the ceiling. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, right leg back. Left leg back. Exhale as you lower to chaturanga. Inhale, opening into that back bend. Exhale, pressing back to down dog. Inhale, right foot forward. Exhale, left foot forward. Inhale, rising, reaching. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left. Right. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot. Exhale, right. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right. Left. Exhale, lower. Inhale. And exhale. Down dog. Inhale, right foot. Exhale, left. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to your heart. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left. Right. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Down dog. Nice smooth movement. Nice and coordinated. Inhale, left. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, hands to your heart. Tadasana. You relax the arms, you close your eyes if they've opened up. Nice and steady. Then with the big toes close, heels apart, you bend the knees, drop the hips, and sweep the arms, chair pose. Nice full breaths here. The hips sitting as low as you like. The tailbone drawing down, the torso lifting up. Then exhale, the legs straighten out and fold forward over your legs, catching hold of your toes, your ankles, your shins. The head hangs heavy, the tailbone tilts towards the ceiling. Working into your forward fold. Nice deep stretch at the back side of the body. Then inhale, lifting up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands as you float or step back. Moving through vinyasa or going straight to down dog. Then a gentle bend in the knees. Look up between your hands and inhale, float or step back to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold forward. And inhale, rising. Exhale, hands to your heart. Keeping your hands at your heart, you're going to lift that left leg and open up wide to the left edge of the mat. Setting up for triangle pose. So those right toes point towards the top edge of the mat. The arms open into a T. Hips and chest are squared to the left edge of the mat as you reach out over that right leg, hinging over. The right hand lands down, left arm reaches up. Nice long lines, from hand to hand, foot to foot, crown ahead to tailbone. Nice full breath here. Then inhale as the torso lifts and you bend into that right knee, warrior two. You take a breath, sitting those hips nice and look broad across the left. Then reach forward for side angle, right elbow to right thigh, or hand to the floor inside the right foot. And bringing that left bicep next to your left ear. Nice long top line from that left wrist to left shoulder to left hip to left heel. You like to wrap that top arm behind your back for your bind. Feel for catching the inner thigh or catching hands. And exhale, release the hands to the floor. We're going to step back to plank pose, top of a push-up. Then roll to the left, side plank. Left hand outer edge of left foot. You can always lower that bottom knee or stagger the feet. But press the floor weight. Trying to lift that right hip as high up as you can. Start to create this arced line. And that nice balance of weight from left hand to left foot. You're strong on the edge. And nice and smooth, you come back to center plank. And you move through a vinyasa where you press straight back to down dog. Then a gentle bend in the knees. Look up between the hands and float or step to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold forward. And inhale, you rise all the way back up. Exhale, hands to your heart. And inhale, lifting that right leg as you open up wide. The left toes point forward, right foot parallel to the short end of the mat. Arms are in a T as you reach out over that left leg for triangle. Left hand lands down, right arm reaches up. And be light with that left hand as it lands down. So that as you expand out, the crown of the head reaches further forward, the arms open up. That left hand's free to just slide down that left leg, drawing you a bit deeper into the pose. Nice full breath here. And inhale, rising up, bending that left knee. Warrior two for a breath. Then reaching out for side angle, elbow to thigh or hand to the floor. That right arm goes long overhead. Feel that top line. And if you want to work your bind, feel free wrapping that right arm behind your back. Otherwise, keep that right arm extending out. Trying to roll the torso towards the ceiling. Breathing deep into the upper chest. And exhale, hands to the floor. You step back plank, and then you roll to the right. Right hand outer edge of that right foot. Maybe lowering the right knee, maybe lifting the left leg. Whatever you like for your side plank. And you breathe. Nice full inhales. Complete exhales. And then coming back to center plank pose. Exhale to down dog or moving through vinyasa. Inhale, the right leg loose. And exhale, you step the foot forward, low lunge. From here, we're going into lizard pose. So we're going to bring that right hand to the floor inside the right foot. Keep that left knee lifted so it's a bit more of an active lizard. That left heel presses back, left thigh is engaged as you start to let the torso bow towards the floor. Maybe you get one forearm, maybe both to touch down. The head hangs, the torso is heavy. Then inhale, rising up to straight arms. Keep that left hand on the floor as that right arm reaches up to the ceiling. Low lunge twist. The shoulders stack, the collarbones broad. And take a moment and set your stance. That right foot firmly pressing down, that left heel pressing back behind you. So that on your next inhale, that right arm lifts you up into your high lunge twist. The arms stay in a T. The torso lifts up over your hips. That left arm's reaching forward, right arm sweeping back. Then inhale back to center, high lunge. The hips and chest square forward, the arms reach up overhead. You take a breath. Then palms together, thumbs to your heart. As you fold and twist to the right, revolve side angle. Working a bit of a deeper twist now. That left side rolling under. That right side rolling up. You can open the arms into a T or bind as you go deeper. But stay long and open through the front of the body. Chin's away from your chest. Collarbones trying to broaden out so that you open into the twist. Then inhale back to center, high lunge. And exhale, hands to the floor as you step back. Down dog or vinyasa. Inhale the left leg. And exhale, you step the foot forward, low lunge. Bring that left hand inside the left foot. On an exhale, you start to bow the torso towards the floor. One forearm, maybe both touch down. But that right leg's active, the right heel's pressing back. You feel a long line from thigh to thigh as the torso sinks forward, working that deep flexion at that left hip. And inhale, rising up to straight arms. The right hand stays down. That left arm reaches up. Low lunge twist. Shoulders stacking, arms in a T. Legs are active and set here. And then when you feel steady with those feet, on an inhale, that left arm guides you up into your high lunge twist. Once the torso gets lifted, you try and tighten it up a bit more. And inhale the center, high lunge. Nice full breath as the arms reach up, open and long through the body. Then palms together, thumbs to your heart. As you fold and twist to the left, revolve side angle. Using that right arm outside that left thigh as leverage to help pull that right side under. That left side rolling up towards the ceiling. And inhale, high lunge. Full breath. And exhale, hands to the floor as you step back. Down dog or vinyasa. Gentle bend in the knees. You look up between your hands and inhale, float or step to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold forward. And inhale, you rise all the way back up. Exhale, hands to your heart. You relax your arms, close your eyes. Tadasana. Then palms together, gesture balancing body and mind as we make our way into eagle pose. So you'll take a gentle bend in the knees. Shift your weight to the right. Then that left leg lifts and crosses over top. The left toes can touch down. They can hover, or they tuck behind that right calf. And you sit down into those hips. As you feel ready, bring the arms out in front. That'll be that left elbow underneath the right. Cross the elbows, twisty tie the forearms. Trying to lift those elbows up to shoulder height. Trying to sit those hips low. Deep breaths. Good, then untie just the arms. Hands come to your heart as you sweep that left leg back. High lunge. The left toes touch down. The arms reach up. Set your stance. Then sweep the arms behind your back, interlace the fingers. Round the collarbone, and on an exhale, you fold forward, humble lunge. Keeping that back heel lifted in this variation brings an element of balance to this pose. Both thighs engaged, both feet grounded, as the torso bows inside that right leg. Then inhale, rising back up. High lunge, arms sweep up overhead. From here, we're going into revolved half moon, so right hand to right hip. The left hand's going to guide you forward, and those left fingertips will touch down just in front of that right foot as that left leg lifts up behind you. And as you feel steady here, you let that left side start to roll towards the floor as that right arm reaches up towards the ceiling. And take note of where that left leg is behind you, because we all have that tendency of kind of forgetting about it, letting it just droop down behind us. Lift that left leg up as high as you can. Twisting the torso to the right. Good. One more breath. Then on exhale, bring the right hand to the floor as you step that left foot forward next to your right. Then heel till the feet about match distance wide. And you sink your hips down, coming into a squat. And we're just going to be here for a breath as we make our way to crow pose. So when you're ready, if you know crow, you go right into it. If you're new to it, keep it simple, one step at a time. Fingers spread wide. Palms flat on the floor, about shoulder distance. The hips lift. Then you start to bend your elbows and knees so that your knees touch your upper arms. And as they touch your upper arms, all you have to do is start to lean forward, shifting your weight from your feet to your hands. Two more breaths. And then on an exhale, you float or step back, down dog or vinyasa. Gentle bend in the knees. Look between your hands and inhale, float or step to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold forward. And inhale, you rise all the way back. Exhale, hands to your heart. Relax the arms, take a breath. Tadasana. And palms together. The weight shifts to the left. Gentle bend in that left knee. And you cross the right thigh over top. And those toes can touch down. They hover or they tuck. And once you feel set with your base, add the arms out in front. Right elbow underneath the left. Cross the elbows, twist to tie the forearms. Good, nice and smooth. Untie the arms. Hands to your heart as you send that right leg back. High lunge. Right toes touch. The heels lifted. The arms reach up. When you feel grounded, take the arms behind your back and lace the fingers. Draw on that collarbone and exhale. You fold forward just inside that left leg. Keeping that left knee bending as close to 90 degrees as you have it. Right heel presses back. The torso drapes to the floor. Good, inhale, rising back up, high lunge. Then left hand to left hip. Right hand will guide you forward. Right fingers touch down. Right foot lifts up. Keep that right leg lifted as the torso twists towards the left. That right hip, right shoulder roll towards the floor. That left arm reaches to the ceiling. Revolved half moon. And the left hand comes down, and that right foot floats forward. You fold over your legs. And heel tilt the feet mat systems wide, so the hips can sink down into a squat. And again, you take a breath, then prepare for curl. Going right into it. We'll work in one step at a time. Palms flat, hips lift, knees and elbows bend, then lean forward. Two more breaths. And on exhale, you float or step back, down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward, warrior one. Left heel spins in, torso sweeps up. And you settle in, pressing down into the outer edge of that left foot. The right knee bending as close to 9 degrees as you like. The arms reaching. Then straighten out the right leg. And on exhale, you fold forward, pyramid pose. The hands land wherever is comfortable. The shin, the foot, the floor. Both legs are active. Both feet are pressing down as the torso folds out over that right leg. Good, and bending into that right knee. You plant the hands and you're going to send that right leg back and up, down dog splits. Reaching that right heel for the ceiling. And let that right knee bend as you open up across the left. Stacking that right hip over the left. You can stay there or nice and easy. Placing that right foot on the floor outside the left edge of the mat. As the torso sweeps up, turning to the ceiling. Flipped up. That right arm just draping overhead. Trying to lift your waistline as high up as you can. And nice and smooth, you come back to center. You place the right foot down. Down dog or a vinyasa. Inhale the left leg. And exhale, you step the foot forward. Warrior one. And keep it simple here. Nice full breaths. Nice strong stance. That upward lift of the torso. And straighten out the left leg. And exhale, you fold forward. Pyramid. The hands land wherever's comfortable. That deep stretch to those three muscles that make up the hamstring group on the back of that left thigh. Then exhale, bend into the left knee. Plant the hands as you send that left leg back and up, down dog splits. You take a breath here, lifting that heel up. Then bend the knee as the hip stack, opening across the lap. And if you like, nice and easy, that left foot touches down outside the right edge of the mat. As you spin yourself over, turning your hips and chest to face the ceiling. Lifting your waistline as high up as you can. Nice full breath into the front of the body. Then you're coming back around. Placing that left foot down. Staying in down dog. Or moving through a vinyasa. And then exhale the right foot forward, low lunge. From here you're going to draw your left knee towards your nose and then just kick it through, sitting down behind that right foot. Setting up for Marichiyasana A. So the right knee points to the ceiling, the right arm reaches up, and on exhale you fold forward inside that leg. And then wrap the right elbow in front of the right shin. That left arm comes around your back. And you try and catch hands outside that right hip. If you can't quite catch hands, don't worry about it. Left hand can stay on the floor outside the left hip. And you just use that right elbow on the right shin. And you think about drawing your elbows toward each other behind you. Pressing your sternum, the center of your chest, out in front. And inhale, rising up. You're going to let that right knee drop off to the side. And from here, we're going into double pigeon. So that right knee just drops off to the side. And then you adjust this right foot forward or back so that your right shin is parallel to the top edge of your mat. Once that right shin is parallel, you then stack that left ankle over top that right knee. So now that left shin and right shin are both parallel to the top edge of the mat. You may find that this left knee sits high up over that right ankle, or maybe you're able to get that knee to rest down on the ankle. Either one is fine, as long as those shins are parallel to the top edge of the mat. Then you can bring the hands behind you, the sternum lifts as you start to roll forward. If you want more tension into those hips, you just start to pour your torso out over those shins. And inhale, rising up. You'll lean back and lift the legs. Navasana, boat pose. And we're going 2 by 2. So we'll start with knees bent, torso lifted, collarbones broad. And cross the ankles. Either hug the shins in or hands outside the hips to lift. And back out. Knees are bent, or you catch your big toes and straighten the legs. Good. Cross the ankles. You roll forward. Down dog or vinyasa. Then exhale the left foot forward. You draw that right knee towards your nose and kick it through. Sitting down behind that left foot. Marichyasana A. Left knee points up. Left arm then reaches up. And exhale, you fold forward inside that leg. And wrap the left elbow in front of the shin. Right arm comes behind your back. Trying to catch hands outside that left hip. Or just keep that right hand on the floor outside your right hip. And you draw those elbows towards each other behind you. Inhale, rising up. Untie your arms and prepare for double pigeon. So you let that left knee drop off to the side. And you adjust that left foot forward or back so that your left shin is parallel to the top edge of the mat. And once it's parallel, that right ankle stacks over top that left knee. So now both shins are parallel to the top edge of the mat. Right knee may be floating, it may be touching down. But when you're ready, hands behind your hips, and just kind of puff your chest out. And you'll feel that start to build the tension in the outer hips. And if you want to go deeper, then you start to pour the torso forward, letting your hands walk out in front. Inhale, rising up. You lean back. You lift the legs. Navasana. And this time the knees are either bent or straight, but the arms are parallel to the floor. Low back draws in, sternum lifts. Cross and hug or cross and lift. Back out. Knees are bent, straight. Grab your big toes, straighten the legs, or upward facing forward fold. You grab your heels, you tuck your palms behind your calves, and you straighten the legs out. Good, and exhale. You cross the ankles as you roll forward. Down dog or vinyasa. And a gentle bend in the knees. Look forward of your hands, and on inhale you float or step to sitting. The legs come through. Paschimottanasana. The arms reach up. And exhale, you fold forward. You catch hold of whatever you get, your feet, your ankles, your shins. You bow the head. You close your eyes. Move out over those legs. And inhale, reaching out as you rise up. You sweep the arms around in front. And on exhale, you lower yourself down to your back. You come to lie flat. Once down, you take a breath. And preparing for 3 rounds of back bends on your back. The knees bend, the feet are flat. The arms can be alongside the body for bridge, or hands above the shoulders for upward facing bow. And on your next inhale, you press down into your feet to lift the hips, low back, middle back, upper back if you like. And exhale, relax, lowering down. And once again on an inhale, you press down to go up. And exhale, relax. Third and final one, on an inhale, you press down to go up. And exhale, relax. Once you come down, you draw your knees into your chest, you wrap your arms around your shin. Nice tight squeeze. Then take the arms alongside the body, palms flat. Legs go straight up. You can hang out there or shoulder stand. Toes towards the floor beyond your head. Once the hips lift, you bend the elbows, hands against your back, and you send the legs up. A few more breaths for morning variations. Roll the ankles, move the toes. Take a twist. Send the legs wide. Or it feels good. But moving those legs around, suspended in air. And if you're in shoulder stand, you come back to center. And you take the toes to the floor beyond your head for plow. Hips are high, low back's open. You release the hands, fingers point forward. And nice and smooth, you unravel. You come to lying flat on your back. Once down, the arms are alongside the body, preparing for fish. You press into your hands and elbows to lift the head and torso. You arc the spine, roll the shoulders back, and release the crown head to the floor. And exhale, lowering down. You draw your knees into your chest, you wrap your arms around your shins, nice tight squeeze. And taking the arms into cactus arms, elbows bent 90 degrees. You release the knees over to left. One final twist. Back to center. And over to the right. Back to center. And on exhale, you extend the legs out onto the mat. Shavasana. Or you tuck your hands behind your knees, catching them right up for headstand. If you're doing headstand, you take your time. You can stay up as long as you want, coming down and making your way to Shavasana when you're ready. For headstand, you start on your forearms and knees. Interlace the fingers, palms are apart. Then placing the crown of your head on the floor, cupping the back of your head in your hands. As you feel ready, you curl the toes to lift the knees. Then starting to walk the feet towards the elbows, lifting the hips higher. And eventually you draw one knee in towards your chest, heel towards your hip. Then the other. Find your balance in this low position. And then all you gotta do is take those legs straight up. You stay up as long as you like. Coming down the same way you went up. Whenever you're ready. Slowly begin taking deeper inhales, more active exhales. Gently waking the body back up. You start to work the fingers and toes. You roll the wrists and ankles, arms and legs. And turn the palms flat down onto the ground, gripping the floor as you inhale, grounding yourself. And exhale, you draw your knees into your chest, you wrap your arms around your shins. And you rock over to your right side. You rest there for a moment and see the full potential. And as you're ready on an inhale, you slowly rise up to sitting. You come into a comfortable seated posture. The spine is tall, shoulders are back. Chest lifted, heart is open. Back of the neck is long and the eyes remain closed. And palms together, heart center, thanking yourself and each other for being here. Clear mind, peaceful mind. Peaceful speech, loving speech. Loving heart, clear heart. Namaste. Thank you all so much for practicing with me today. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you next time. Bye.